Start-stop systems. We all hate them. They're very jarring to drive. They're expensive to own, and they could potentially ruin your car. Today we're going to discuss why. Now, start-stop systems were invented to turn off the internal combustion engine when you're at a stoplight so that you can save about 7% of fuel. Now, the OEs were mandated to do this because the EPA wanted them to reduce emissions. Now, the starter system on the vehicle will have to get beefed up for start-stop systems, among a whole bunch of other things, but for heck's sake, let's just open up the starter to see what's inside. This one's out of a Honda Civic Hybrid. Here is the rotor. There is the magnets inside of the housing. There are the brushes for two of them. The other two brushes are stuck to this housing. Oh, look, there's gears. So it looks like we've got a planetary gear set, the sun gear being this electric motor rotor. Now, in vehicles with start-stop technology, all of these components are going to be beefed up. They're definitely going to be more expensive, even though they may have life cycle tested it for the average starter life of about 10 years or so. Now, if you thought the starter was the only thing that needs upgrading, well, you've also got to upgrade your battery to a bigger AGM-style battery. Of course, double the cost of a regular one, and then have a boost capacitor in order to keep the voltage steady, because you don't want to deplete that battery. You need a current sensor, which is that big thing that you see on the positive side of the battery terminal, in order to govern that, and then it might take a little toll on your alternator to keep that battery from depleting all the way. Now, some other things to consider: as you keep starting and stopping this engine, it's going to rock back and forth, take its toll on your engine mounts. Your HVAC is not going to work very effectively because the engine is off, so you're going to need an electric water pump in the winter to circulate that coolant, or a special evaporator to keep that coolness in the summer. The transmission itself does not have any pump running inside of it in order to keep it in gear when you let your foot off the brake pedal. So they've added an electric transmission pump so it keeps it in gear. Additionally, you've got a vacuum sensor on the brakes, because brakes also work with vacuum that comes from the engine, and when it's off, your brakes are not going to work. And a special crank position sensor so that it knows exactly where to fire from to give you faster starts. Now, let's face it, the worst part of this start-stop system is the toll that it takes on your internal combustion engine. Now, they do provide an electric water pump for the transmission, but not for the internal combustion engine. Now, they say that cold starting your engine is really bad and produce a lot of wear. However, warm starting your car is still worse than just keeping it on. Case in point, you restart your warm car, the oil still has to flow from the oil pump up to here and then go into the timing cover where we have this oil pump. From the oil pump, it's got to go back, get filtered out, and then be sent into the engine block's oil gallery. From that oil gallery, it's then going to come up to lubricate the head, where it's then going to reach the camshafts and valve covers. It's also got to activate the hydraulic lifters and variable valve timing, all of which drained down in the time that the engine was off. Now, in that second or two that it took to build oil pressure to come up to the top here, there's always a chance that your engine would have ran dry at the top compared to if your engine was running all the time. And rest in peace if you have a turbocharged vehicle, because these vehicles heavily rely on this oil supply to lubricate the bearing and cool it off inside of here. And starting and stopping it and having that delay is not going to do any good for it. And you can imagine how expensive that would be to replace once that bearing starts flopping around. Hey Google, what's the weather like?
It's minus 12 degrees and partly cloudy.
And of course, the inconvenience of not having the HVAC work as you freeze your balls off while the engine enjoys a lot of heat. Now, the start-stop system is also extremely dangerous. Let's say you're making a left-hand turn and a BMW is barreling down right at you. Well, you're going to try to floor it. You're going to have that huge lag as the engine tries to start up, and then you're going to find yourself flooring the engine at high RPM, starving it of oil. Now, looking forward, I believe the mandates are going to be backed off, because this is just a huge money grab in the name of emissions. Now, if I had one of these cars, I'd recommend you get an aftermarket disabler, or just keep hitting that annoying button on the dashboard every time you start the car to disable the system. This does not apply to hybrid vehicles, because they have electric motors that can provide that instant torque to propel the vehicle without any of these negatives. Now, you tell me in the comment section down below, what do you think of start-stop technology? Does your vehicle have this? And have you had to replace a starter or a battery, and how expensive it was? Make sure you subscribe if you want to see more videos just like this one.